Oh hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a great whatever day this is for you. So the other day, the Minecraft Parasite mod got updated. It is left its 1.9 alpha and now it's in its 1.9 beta stage. And there's been some changes. From what I can tell, I looked over it. If you watched my previous update video for the Parasite mod, I don't think there's many changes from that to this one. But what I am going to do in this video is I'm just going to go through all the changelog from the last beta to this beta. Since it's more of like the stable build and maybe more people will be playing this instead of the alphas. So I'm just going to go over all the changelogs as they presented here. And hopefully this will be kind of like the go-to video for this beta. Alright, so I'm going to start off with what I think will probably be the most biggest changes, then work my way down to the kind of the little stuff like fixes towards the end of the video. So first off, entities. They changed values for the yellow eye, medicator, summoner, reeker, and I'll just show those on screen so you can see the stats yourself. But added the fallen mobs. Alright, so the first mob they added is called the Host, who is underground, and you won't be able to see him, but he does leave some residue here. I'll spawn a zombie so you can see him. He comes out of the ground like that, and, you know, just does damage to you. But what I did notice is actually now, if you would do it... here you go. They will shoot these projectiles now, and they will just explode and deal damage. And the only way to kill them is if they pop out of the ground and, you know, you hurt them. Next monster we got is Incomplete Form Small and Incomplete Form Medium. They can randomly spawn in the world as I can see, but also when multiple mobs are infected with the virus, they can combine and form little one or big one. Next one we got for you is the Assimilated Horse. Pretty cool. And you know, if you kill them, there's a chance that they will drop their head. Next mob we got is Assimilated Villager. What happens is, if you're near a parasite, you get the effect Call of the Hive. And what this does is, if you're near any mob, you can affect them with it, which means they have the parasite. That means if they get to a low health, they can actually turn into the incomplete forms. But let's say you have Call of the Hive and you actually die with the effect. Where am I? But if you die with the effect, you actually get turned into a assimilated version of you. And if you're wearing any armor, this guy will also be wearing your armor. Next, we got the assimilated enderman. Oh shit, that's so cool. The alpha version before this update, he didn't have a texture or a model actually. So this is the first time I'm seeing this. Is cool. Like, they did a real good job with this guy. So let's see what he's like about. Does he teleport? Oh shit. Oh my god, he's just running me down. Hey buddy. Oh my god. Oh, he does teleport too. Wait. Bro, why does he run like that though? And I want to see. He is fast. Wait, does he teleport other mobs to you? He does. So he teleports other parasites to you. That is cool. So, like, let's say this guy is nearby, right? And you're safe in your house. By theory, could he teleport these parasites in there with you? Yeah, so let's say he's, like, outside your base. Yeah, and then he can teleport the parasites in here with you and him. That is actually a really cool mob. They did an outstanding job with that one. Wait, can you not even kill this dude with projectiles? No, he's just like a regular enderman. Alright, next mob we have is the assimilated bear, or also polar bear. Next we got the primitive, what is that, Arcanide? I'm gonna just assume that's how you say it. And he can evolve into the adapted version, which is this guy. Wait, what the hell? Okay, well, I didn't know they could do that, but now they have a tractor beam, I guess. So, now these guys have like a tractor beam. Even the tiny one. Next, we got the Overseer. What he does is he flies around and he shoots projectiles at you. And this, if you're in it, he rams you. He's running me down. Hey, Bonnie, what y'all think? What's the big idea here? Next mob we got is the Light Bomber. And what this dude does is he goes around and bombs. He would just come near you. And... oh. So they also changed him there. This dude used to just drop like live TNT on you. And that's what he would like bomb. But now, it looks like now it has special little icons that blow up. And these also don't destroy the world, which is a cool feature. We will see just how much damage it does. Decent amount. We got the human head. We got the grunt. And the grunt is, his special thing is he jumps. There you go, he leaps at the target. We also have the Marauder, which I can only assume, I never really tested it, but is if the grunt grows up. Because if you, his other thing is he leaps at you. There you go. And you can kind of see how much damage he does. Also, they said they've changed the model for the Adapted Bolster. So here's this new model. I think he has more teeth. The Adeptus Summoner. And the Cryptus, or Cryptos. Primitive, Adapted, Pure, and Ancient versions can now adapt to damage types. You can change this in the config file. What that means is, if you attack a parasite with a certain type of damage, like a sword, they will eventually adapt to it. Which means it does less and less damage to eventually not doing any type at all. So, what that means is, then you're gonna have to switch to like a different damage type, like projectile. And now, as you can see, it does damage. To eventually, it will adapt to that too. So, the only real way of hurting when they get adapted like this is fire. Fire does the most damage to parasites, and they can adapt to it. As you can see. The following mobs will have a custom swimming AI. I'll put those on screen for you. The following mobs will have custom leap attack when they are in water. I'll show you guys that. As you can see, they start leaping in water, which makes them, you know, that much dangerous. And they will, it looks like, swim down towards you. Yep, they will start swimming down towards you. So, water isn't a very good solution to escape the parasites. Holy shit, he does Yeah, I wouldn't go into the water against parasites anymore. Because apparently they are just very good swimmers. Parasites will apply fear effect on sight. Here's the fear effect. You will receive more fallen damage with this effect. This effect will have a chance to cancel the fallen interactions, items, blocks, and GUI. There you go. That's what the fear effect does. But we will go ahead and just transition the status effects. Call it the hive effect. That's the effect right there. All it really does is, if you die, a simulated version of you, and you can spray it to like healthy animals. If their health is low enough, they will transform into an incomplete form, like I said. I guess I can go ahead and show you the status effect. Like if we have some sheep, throw some Call of the Hive on them, and we do some damage to them. they should be turning into the parasitic form. I'm not too sure why it's not doing it. It should be... Oh, you see? There you go. That's what it does right there. Also, that's a good effect. Roopters and other parasites, in the past, they would actually kill the mobs, transforming them. But now what they would do is just go near them and give them the effect. Added bleeding effect. Similar to poison, you would take damage, but if you move, the damage will multiply. Added camouflage effect. If an entity has this effect, it will be difficult for it to become infected with cough. Roopters and cough clouds will ignore this. Added corrosive effect. Will reduce your armor value. Viral effect will reduce your health value. Added enrage effect. Increase speed and damage. Those are all the effects added to this. Added attack animations for the following parasites. Adapted bolster, adapted long arms, warden, primitive long arms. Here's the attack animation for him. He kind of just swipes up. Adapted long arms. As you see, he uses his back arms to swipe. Primitive on long arms. Kind of just, you know, he hits you with his arms. And finally, bolster. He kind of just, you know, gives you the love tap of death. Increased attack range for the following parasites. Adapted bolster and adapted long arms. I guess it makes sense, they have long arms. Added growl, husk, death sounds for the following parasites. Beckons and sentry. And that's their noises. So Sentry also has the noises, but they also have the shooty noise. We'll listen to that. Alright, well there you go. There's their noises. Here are all the other changes for the mobs. I'm only gonna go over the ones that really stand out to me. Roopters will now leap at its targets. This is a big one because now Roopers are actually kind of dangerous. As you can see, they would actually, you know, leap. And, you know, that can be kind of really a problem trying to get away from them. Because they're just gonna leap at you. Why did I lock myself in here? Yeah, you see. Oh, shit! The Roopter is the only one I could see from this list that I kind of can just point out easily. The rest of these are just, you know, things that you would notice as you're playing along. Reinforcement system. Added infested wood and infested stone. Becca Series 3 will now try to place colonies. We'll go over colonies in a minute. We can go ahead and just infect this area right now. You know, Beckett Stage 3, game rule, random tick speed, 1,000. Alright, as you can see, this is the dirt, grass, and things like that, these plants. I don't know what that pig did to this guy. Wait, here's the, tree, new tree texture, things like that. There you go, here's what infested stone looks like. Beacon Stage 3 will now try to place colonies. When a colony is placed, the parasites spawn in that area will have health, armor, damage, knockback resistance, and damage cap be affected. Biomes. Added Parasite Biome. Parasites will not care about daylight and spawn naturally. Added a feature called nodes. Stage 4, Beacon will create a node, and the node will spawn the Parasite Biome. So, actually, I accidentally summoned a Beacon that will not die, so he's our perfect candidate. The Parasite Biome to spawn, I think you have to have the phase of the world to be 5, yup. And given enough time, he will spawn a node. I'm so glad this is textured now, because it looked kind of weird earlier. And with this node here, is how we will have the Parasite Biome. Also, I'm going to throw it out, because some people don't know this. And I do get comments on it. Back in Stage 4, given enough time, world phase to 5 will spawn one. Or you can do the command set node, then your chords, and now do the same thing. If for some reason he ain't spawning it. Alright, here we go. So we'll take a look at the biome. As you can see, parasites just naturally spawn. This guy, when he's around, like, parasites will super evolve him. But hang on. This is also new. They changed the textures for things in the Parasite Biome. Like, these grasses used to not be green. I don't know what these little vestals are. They added those. Parasite net added that, looks like. These guys up here are now green. The Parasite sac. And yeah, this is the, Parasite Biome. Evolution phases. What this is, the longer you play in your world, the stronger the parasites will get. And I'm going to show you right here on the screen. You can pause and look at them yourself, the points required, and what each phase does. The most notable is stage 5 is when the biome can spawn from Beck in stage 4s. Here's how points are gained. Right there you can see. If parasites kill other mobs, assimilate other mobs, infect and blocks, that increases the points for the parasites. We're gonna go over the weapons. Then you have the Sentinel Scythe, the Great Living Axe, Sentinel Great Axe, Living Bow, and Sentinel Bow. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too sure how you get these. I don't think you can craft them. I'm assuming they're a boss drop. And you know what? We will test that right now. I'm not too sure how you get the Sentinel versions. I don't know if there's a crafting recipe and I'm just not aware of it, or if there's a drop or something. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments, but I don't really know how to get those. Here's the config stuff if you guys want to see that. Shout out to the mod author though for having one of the best mods I've ever seen for config. I've used the config so many times because I needed to. So thank you for that. Fixes, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys on the screen too. Last thing we have is general, so you guys can take a look at that. Let's see, other things I've noticed. We got the dirty clock, which from what I think it does is, yeah, the dirty clock will tell you what your world phase is at. And to get that is 1 clock with infected flesh. It tells you what the world phase is at. When a mob explodes, they drop this stuff. You might have seen it around the video. Yeah, it's just, I guess, more effect to make it look, you know, gory. I think that's what the gore thing is. Anyway, guys, other than that, there's probably, I know there's stuff I missed. The changelog is in the description with the update if you want to read it for yourself. If there's anything big that I missed that you think people should know, please put it in the comments and I'll pin it. And I hope this video has been informative. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Check out some other parasite related videos I made in the past. And until next time, see ya.